So 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever it was, I found out that I was going to be doing this. I racked my brain on what I'm talking about. Then I realized what week it was. Back to school. No matter what your age, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 19, 20-year-old, everybody's going back. So with that being said, as parents, and even if you're not a parent, you may be an uncle, aunt, grandma, grandpa, whatever. You're still teaching, attempting to help teach everybody that's going back to school. So what is our Christian parenting skill level? Before we get into that, I've got a few pictures and slides, and this might help kind of explain some of the things that we're all going through this week. Parker, if you hit number 1. Number 2, Parker. Go 3. And number 4. I try to bring it a little light tonight. Normally I'm kind of down real serious, things straight to the heart, things I've seen at my work or whatever, but go a little light tonight. Not very deep here tonight, so. Like I said, we're going to talk about, our parenting skill level, our Christian parenting skill level. And when I think of that, everything starts at home. The way we raise our kids, the problems that we see going on in the world today, it all starts at home. So if you'll look at Colossians chapter 3, I'm going to give a few verses here. It's going to be Colossians chapter 3, verses 18 through about number 21. Wives, submit to your own husband as it is fitting to the Lord. Husband, love your wives and do not be bitter toward them. Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well-pleasing to the Lord. Fathers, do not provoke your children, lest they become discouraged. And when in verse 18, when I seen the word submit, I thought, well, what's some different definitions of that I can find for the word submit? I actually found a military definition of the word submit, and I thought this kind of rings true to parents. It's arrange oneself under another to make a better unit, to make a stronger unit. Because if mom and dad ain't got it together, the child ain't going to be with it either. Verse 21, where it talks about fathers do not provoke your children lest they become discouraged. Basically it's saying build them up, don't beat them down. I know we all may struggle with that from time to time. But it's amazing how far the words good job or thank you or can you help me? Things of that nature with the kids, especially the small ones, that can help build them up. It's amazing how far that'll go. With that being said, being things done at home, a solid foundation with parenting and kids. If you'll go to Proverbs 22, Proverbs chapter 22, and a simple verse, number 6. Correction. Don't do that yet. Hang on. I don't remember where it was. I wrote down the wrong verse. Is that it? It would help if I'm in the right book. Like I said, I'm keeping it light tonight. Oh yeah, lo and behold, here it is. Train up your child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. I think those few little words in that verse are pretty strong, pretty powerful. We give them the right direction, we stay on it, they're going to stay on it. With that said, parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, our skills as parenting, as guardians, they need to be on point. Never wavering. We've got to be a one unit, we've got to be one team, like I said. And it's a never-ending job. It doesn't matter how old you are, how old the kids are. It's a never-ending job. So make sure our skills are on point and we know what we're doing. Kids, toddlers, 5 years old, 20-year-olds. Unfortunately, your job is to test our skills. Because if we're not tested, we'll never get better. Now, where I was going a minute ago, Psalms 128. And it's not very long, 6 verses. I'll read along with you. Blessed is everyone who fears the Lord, who walks in his ways. When you eat the labor of your hands, you shall be happy, and it shall be well with you. Your wife shall be like a fruitful vine in the very heart of your house, your children like olive plants all around your table. Behold, thus shall the man be blessed who fears the Lord. The Lord bless you out of Zion, and may you see the good of Jerusalem all the days of your life. Yes, may you see your children's children. Basically, what I get out of that, my thoughts are, basically it's fear the Lord. Love and respect Him. Don't be afraid, kids. When we say fear the Lord, we don't mean to cower down and be literally afraid and be frightened. Love Him, respect Him. Know that He knows everything you do and say whenever your mom and dad's not around. Be aware of the decisions that you make every second that you're awake. It's on us as parents to make sure the kids are learning what they need to know about the Bible, Jesus, God, right, wrong, devil. Turn with me to Deuteronomy chapter 6. It's verses 1 through 9, chapter 6, verses 1 through 9. I don't want to read it verbatim to you, but the one verse I really want to hit on, it's verse 7. You shall teach them diligently to your children, and shall talk to them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, when you rise up. To me, the interpretation of that verse and the context that leads up to that is it should not be uncomfortable for us as parents, guardians, to bring up Jesus, Bible, God, everything that we learn in this church and out of the Bible. It shouldn't be uncomfortable to bring it up in our normal day-to-day activities. If it is at that point, then we need to be rethinking about some things. Where something's off, we're not, like I said, we're not on top of our game. To all the kids from elementary to college, you have access to dozens of parents in this room. And they may not be your parents, but they are a parent. They want to see you succeed. So take advantage of that. Come to them with any issues or problems, questions you may have. Don't hesitate to ask, because we all want to see you do better. Parents, this goes for you as well. Go to other parents, get advice. Don't be embarrassed because you don't know the answer to something your now 9-year-old may have asked, or 18-year-old may have asked. We all have a great support system here. I think we need to take advantage of it and make sure we're using it. You know, some of us have the old adage, it's been there, done that. We're all full of wisdom and knowledge that we can spread and use. Sometimes it takes the entire village to raise one kid. I think if we take advantage of that at this place, I think we're all going to be better off. Now that I've been real serious for a minute, we're going to go light again. Real quick. I found this the other day, and it reads as a, if you were looking for the newspaper at the classifieds, somebody looking for a parent. It's the job description for a parent. Long-term team players needed for challenging permanent work in an often chaotic environment. Candidates must possess excellent communication and organizational skills and be willing to work variable hours, which will include evenings and weekends and frequent 24-hour shifts. Some overnight travel required, including trips to primitive camping sites on rainy weekends and endless sports tournaments in faraway cities. Travel expenses are not reimbursed. The responsibilities, the rest of your life. Must be willing to be hated at least temporarily until somebody needs $5. Must be willing to bite tongue repeatedly. Also must possess the physical stamina of a pack mule and be able to go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, just in case the screams from the backyard are not someone crying wolf. Must screen phone calls, maintain calendars, and coordinate production of multiple homework projects. Must have the ability to plan and organize social gatherings for clients of all ages and mental outlets. Must always hope for the best but be prepared for the worst. Must assume final, complete accountability for the quality of the end product. Possibility for advancement and promotion? None. Your job is to remain in the same position for years without complaining, constantly restraining and updating your skills, or retraining and updating your skills, so that those in charge can ultimately surpass you. Previous experience, none required, unfortunately. On-the-job training offered and continually exhausting basis. Wages and compensation, get this, we actually pay them. A balloon payment is due when they turn 18 because of the assumption that college will help them become financially independent. When you die, you give them whatever's left. The oddest thing about this the oddest thing about this reverse salary scheme is that you actually enjoy it and wish you could do more of it. I believe that's very true. Last thing, your benefit package. No health or dental insurance, no pension, no tuition reimbursement, no paid holidays, and no stock options are offered. This job supplies limitless opportunities for personal growth, unconditional love, and free hugs and kisses for life if you play your cards right. So, with that being said, I'm wrapping this up. Parents, be on your A game. Kids, test your parents. It's the only way we'll get better. With all that being said, if anybody has any prayers of the church that are needed, anybody needs to come forward for anything, please do that now as we stand and sing.